Good morning, traders, and this is your Forex Day trade reviews for today. So as usual, starting off with EurUsd and looking at the 8-hour, you can see we've pretty much done nothing, and I don't expect us to do anything through today. Today is election day, so if we just drill down to the hour, you'll see, if anything, the trend is still pretty much the downside, but we have consolidated, or we are consolidating, and you can look here. Pretty much for the last 33 hours we've been going sideways. Okay, so areas to watch are pretty much still the same. So we're looking at this 116.636. We get above that, come back and test it, then we should be looking for longs, and another area will be this break here, which is what we're testing, which is 116.549. Those levels are pretty close to each other, so I wouldn't really pay much attention to one over the other. I think I would even consider sort of a decent pullback of this trend line. So you can see we've broken the trend line, but not much conviction. So maybe a pullback into somewhere down here, 116.380. And there is a level there, right over there. So pull back into 116.371 for remove the upside, but I think being election day, staying away from that. US dollar, Japanese yen, pretty much the same scenario. We are going sideways. You can see we're going sideways to up at the moment on the 8-hour. If we look at the 1 hour, you'll see top of range at the moment, and trend line is to the upside, but this is a triangle right here. Okay, there it is there. And if I just zoom in a bit, you'll see the structure a little bit better. Okay, so that is pretty much sideways. Let's just use this level here. We'd be looking for a break below 104.640 and a retest of that for us to come and test these lows. But again, election day, dollar pair, staying away from it at the moment. Euro Aussie dollar, another one which is going sideways. You can see on the 8-hour, pretty much nothing brewing here at all. There's a level there that we've bounced twice off now. Possible that we look for something to the upside, but I don't think so. No, so you can see we sort of were going sideways, and we broke to the downside. We're now coming up to test. So I think that's pretty much the range that we're in at the moment. We're going to have to break that range. Move to the upside would be a break of 165.286 and a retest, and then you're probably looking for 166.309. A break of 164.877 to the downside, and then that's not much here. So you're going to be looking for something in this area here, which is 164.584. So yeah, I think another one just to stay out of at the moment. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. So we are moving to downside, but this downside move is looking more and more, let me just get this to the middle. It's looking more and more like a wedge consolidation, a retest of the lows. So we've been making lower lows. Okay, now we've broken this trend line. We didn't really break it, sorry. We tested the trend line, but pretty strong move up. We had this inverse head and shoulders here. Now the question is that a pullback onto Fibonacci? So we're at the 61.8 at the moment. So if we go to the 1 hour now, oh, what a mess. Just delete the mess. So we are on the 61.8, as you can see on the Fibonacci, but tails the downside, tails the upside. So I would want to see us regain this level here. So 0.93277, if we regain it and start getting some structure at that level. We do have two tweezer bottom here, 2 pin bars, but we've got 3 pin bars to the downside as well. So I think that's still confusion. Don't see that's pretty much the level. If that level goes maybe a little further squirt down, but anyway, I think we need to regain this level. So 093277, get above it, come back and test it. There may be something on offer here. Just bear in mind that you've got this trend line support as well, but that trend line there, you can see that high, it's been broken and tested. So your next one would be a break of that and a test. So anyway, I think that's pretty much my structure at the moment. I'd want to see us regain 093277, and then there should be an opportunity to be up into trend line support here of 093630 area. Okay, so that's one to watch. Does look like something's brewing. I'm just concerned about those tails as well. So I'd want to see break, retest, some structure build, and then look for that opportunity. British pound, Japanese yen, that is just a no-no. We are in this range. You can see the trend line support still holding, and resistance, not trend line support, but trend line resistance holding. And look at the hour, that is sideways. Okay, nothing worth trading for me there. We can, same as yesterday still, so we need to get through 135693 on a retest of that area before I start looking at that pair. Aussie dollar, US dollar, also sideways at the moment, and another one that will stay out of it being a dollar pair, and we do have the elections, so I think this bigger range is probably going to cap us to the upside and cap us to the downside. So this is going to stay until we see where we're going on the elections. Okay, so staying out of that one as well. British pound, Aussie dollar, another one going sideways. As you can see, trend is up. No arguing about that. There's our upward trend. So what we'll be looking for is to see what happens at 183.136, although I think a cleverer view would be to wait for a break below here, 182.240, and that's for sort of a confirmation move to the downside. If we look at the hour, nothing really much sideways, and then we had this little flag. You can see the flag there. So there's our flag break there. Okay, so move down, flag break, and now we kind of just hovering here. Let's just get this up here. So at the moment, this is looking like another move to the upside, probably to come and tackle 184.400. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced on Forex at all today. I think we're going to be waiting on politicians overall. So personally, I will not be trading the markets today. Sit on the side and watch the show, grab some popcorn, and then we'll have a look at this from tomorrow onwards. But yeah, for me, if you really do feel the need to trade, then everything is looking range bound. So you're going to be buy off support, sell off resistance, and get those levels in on the 8 hour or the 4 hour, so you can see what's transpiring. Okay, but for me, when it's doing this, going sideways, there's nothing really on offer. So yep, I will still stay out of this, sit on the sideline. Anyway, hope it helps you somewhat, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.